Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, this is the National Football League. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans.
It is a warm and pretty picturesque late summer afternoon at Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll look to throw here on first down. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, You just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now, 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Brandt. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Brandt. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Uzomah. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Brandt. He completes it to Boyd. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Brandt got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brandt out of his hands quickly to Higgins. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Here we go now on 1st and goal. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Brandt. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Brandt. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Desmond King now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down and 7. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Johnson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This is Rex Burkhead, the former Bengal. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Danny Amendola there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Brandt. He gets this one to Boyd. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw on second down, Brandt. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Brandt. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Quick slant caught by Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Boyd. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. That catch good for only a couple.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw on second down. Brandt, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw. Brandt. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Brandt. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Brandt. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. From his end zone, Wilson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, Brandt. He finds his man, complete. It's Boyd. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brandt. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On second down, here's Mixon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down, Brandt. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out, and his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. They'll hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. Cooks on the quick slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Brandt avoids the target, and he has it over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Brandt, slant pass to Boyd. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Brandt. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Back to throw. Brandt. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. From the gun, Brandt. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Brandt. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Brandt. He will find his man Chase complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. From the gun, Brandt. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Brandt. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with a lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside. and finished off the runner for a loss.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. He'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 9 yards is the loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Brandt over the middle. He finds Higgins. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Brandt, quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Back to throw. Brandt. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Looking to throw. Brandt. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to break our fourth quarter tie. McPherson's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this throw will be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
So now the Bengals down 21-17. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Bryant.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 75 yards.
And the Bengals, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Here's Desmond King on the return. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center, because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down, and that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Back to throw. Brandt. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the Texans are right back in this football game. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Connecting with Johnson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Complete to Akins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They run. It's Johnson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. He's back to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The return man, Wilson. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime. Throwing on first down, Brandt.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Brandt. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now. Someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
On first down, Brandt
Got a man open. It's Chase.
and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
48 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Joe Mixon. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Brandt. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On the delay, it's Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway.
To return it now, here's King.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again.
The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The 2 straight incompletions, and now you got a situation. You're down 3, so obviously you have 2 more downs to pick up the first. Back to the air on third, I assume.
I would assume, but you also have to think to yourself, they got to pick up a first, right? They know they're down 3. They have to match, otherwise this game is over. Maybe they approach it as 2 downs to pick up the first down. If you decide to run a draw or some type of a screen, something to try and pick up yardage and make it a manageable 4th down, that could be the call coming. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.